Hello viewers, welcome to Hygia Agile IT Training, and this is Vedam Kishore. And in this session, we will be talking about the course content of this project-driven training course and brief history of Python and its applications. So let's go to course content. The first one is the Python that we will learn, and then we will learn React.js libraries for the front-end development and Django web framework for connecting the front end and back end database, either SQLite or MySQL. And then finally, we will be developing the web application approach. Why we have to use Python? Why not other languages? So I would like to give you some statistics about Python. Some of the top-notch companies are listed here. There are many companies are using Python in the globe across. If you see 6,800 plus companies are officially using Python language. Well, everyone knows the Dropbox, right? So that means you are using already the essence of Python. Not only that, Facebook you're using. Let's go some of them like Google Dropbox they use. I mean, in fact, Python is one of the Google's official server-side languages, along with C++ and Java. So Python has its share. And Facebook, actually the Facebook production engineering team in general, their responsibility to make sure this Facebook is running smoothly across billions of users. So Python has a pretty big part in that process. So Facebook is extensively using that. Instagram, another social media platform is Instagram. Python covering the interactions between the billions of users daily. That is what Instagram. And then Netflix. Netflix already announced in their blog how they are using Python. So several tech-oriented websites explained how Python is used in Netflix. Uber uses and then NASA. Python actually they use for their workflow automation system. For example, for shuttle mission planning and data management. The main reason for this, I think many people say, is that Python's ease of use, one of the main reason for many companies that they can easily launch the application. If you see the popularity index, Python is 28.74% of are searching for Python and Python supporting document. All right, now we will talk about Python applications. The Python, I mean, it supports various different applications, like, as listed here, some of them console applications, desktop GUI application. What is desktop? I mean, you can design your own interface using Python. Inter library will be useful to develop such interfaces with Python. And of course, there are more other useful kits also there, like WX widgets, Kiwi, PyQt, web application. In this training course, we will be developing Python-based web application. So then you will know what it is. Image processing they extensively use, and gaming applications, web scraping applications. What is web scraping application? Actually, we can use Python to pull the large amount of data from the various websites. That information will be useful process the information such as price comparison for a product, for example, research, and much more. You can make use of that. That means web scraping applications. And before going to machine learning, so I'd like to explain data science application. Of course, data means money. In this data science, actually, you study the data, the way you perform operations and extract the information from the data required. And for example, libraries that will help analyze the data like pandas and NumPy. I mean, when we do the data science applications, then you will understand much more. And then machine learning. And machine learning is, of course, it's a talk of the town in artificial intelligence. And actually what happens, you will train the computer based on the past experiences. Game. You are playing a chess game with a computer. Most of the time, chess game, computer is effectively placed. Suppose in a particular moment, you used all of your intelligence and you won the game. The chess game will record all its failures and the success, everything. They keep it And the next time if you play, if you try to move in the same moment, you cannot do it. You cannot win it. So it has learned from the failures. So it has learned from its experiences. Okay, so that is what machine learning and artificial intelligence. In this course, we will be developing a web application using Python. Why Python? As you see, Python is first point is open source, as you listed open source, easy to learn. The readability is easy, so to read, then you can understand any large programs easily. And it has a standard library, and it has a strong community, and who keep on building new libraries. And of course, academic languages. In universities, if you see that Python has become one of their academic language, quite flexible. And it is, of course, an interpreter-based language, but it makes debug errors easy. So you can quickly find the errors. And of course, it is scalable, a dynamically typed language as well. These are some of the reasons. So Python is popular. Anyone can quickly install, start learning this application. Okay, let's go to the history. Python was implemented or developed in the end of 1980s. Guido van Rossum, who is the implementer or who is the inventor of this Python. So it is interpreter based. Means that Python doesn't directly translate program mission code as like compiled languages. So the only problem with this is that because of interpreted languages are a bit slower at the runtime, but it allows you dynamic typing. The advantages of dynamically typed languages perform type checking at runtime. So right now, Python 3.10 is the latest version from 1990s to 2006. They were using this old logo, and now if you search, you can see the latest logo. That's the end of this short theory part of Python. So we will continue with installation from the next session onwards. Thank you all.